Hey.
Hiking to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, well, most of us are ready for a big meal. But for an elite few, it is just a warm-up. Increasingly, the canyon is becoming a destination for trail runners wanting to push their limits.
You're up to something.
Uphill athlete plan purchased.
Oh boy, when does the training start for that? Ah, the rim to rim to rim, across the Grand Canyon and back. We are prepared to be punished.
Every time Greg and I are together out doing adventures, it's a lot of fun. Lots of laughing, there's sometimes crying, but all in all, we really have a great time together. Spending time with my husband.
What's your heart rate, Mandy?
Spending time with my husband. Spending time with my husband is my favorite. Spending time with my husband. Spending time with my husband is my favorite thing to do. Spending time with my husband is my favorite thing to do. Favorite thing to do.
Training for the rim to rim to rim has been great, but sharing this undertaking with my wife has provided us hundreds of hours together, which is fun because we still like each other.
Greg and I have been training now for 26 weeks. We started using a plan from Uphill Athlete from a man named Mike Foote. But the training has been a challenge, but really good for me. It's pushed me to work harder than I ever have.
So here it goes. It's about 1:30 in the morning. We were not able to sleep very long, so we just decided to get the hell out of the room and go for it. Wish us luck. Here we go. Just over a mile in and dropping close. First campground water slide. Head to the bridge. The views are incredible. Incredibly dark. Looks like we get another sunrise.
You want to watch it together?
Uh-huh. How many is this?
114.
That'll do.
Okay.
We're good for a while.
Yeah, I think so too. We've made some jokes over the last few weeks about how many sunrises we have seen. We've seen over 100 sunrises together.
Look at that sky. It's incredible. We think we're about 2 miles from the halfway point. The altimeter says about 1,000 feet of elevation to still climb up. And we are feeling it. It's a long climb out of the bottom of the canyon, but sure is pretty. Will this be hard? It's 45 miles and 10,000 feet. I'm definitely going to get my ass kicked.
Kind of suck.
Yeah, there we are. Yeah. Too bad we're tired of waiting for the other guys.
Hey, so we're about maybe 12 miles away, and I just let Greg run. I am not doing well. I've got some pain in my hips and super bloated. This is the first time. I don't know what that is. So I'm trying to work through that. Walking in a really cool place, but definitely in the pain cave right now. Ready for this to be over.
My greatest fear for this event isn't failing or injuring myself. It's when my body rejects my commands and inevitably collides with the wall. I fear losing control of my emotions and not being the husband my wife deserves. Final 10 miles and 4,500 feet with headlamps. Again.
Worst moment so far. About 4 or 5 weeks ago, we were doing a 25-mile training run on the Selmo Priest Wilderness Loop that we love. And the drive up started out rough. I had an upset stomach. I wasn't feeling good. And within the first 5 miles, I rolled both of my ankles. And in the middle of the run, I felt faint and just had a really bad day. And at the end of the day, we got in the car to drive home, and I honestly felt like I wasn't sure that I could actually do this. I felt like maybe the mileage was too much, maybe the elevation was too much, and I really, and I sat in the car and cried, and just thought, I don't know if I can actually make this happen. And in my mind came up with a lot of plans about how I could cut the run short, where I could take a break and let Greg keep going. And so that was a really tough day.
How's it going, babe?
I'm exhausted. Shattered. What I fear is not being able to finish. I fear letting my husband down or disappointing him. I fear that even though I've trained this hard, that something could happen that causes me not to be able to finish this goal.
Oh, you guys brought us pizza! Wow, that's pretty fancy. Yes, thanks guys. You're big time. Yeah, we feel big time. There it is. Yeah, hey, what's going on there? A little bit of damage. Done.